is the only qualified assistant teacher with Down syndrome in South Africa.
When they bullied me, I answered, "Would you like to have my extra chromosome?" No matter how rough you guys is, don't ever give up. If you stand up one more time, then you fall down, you are winner. Remember, the past cannot be changed, but the future is still in our hands.
Hi, my name is Catherine Batseba Malau. I'm a dentist by profession and I'm from Vets Oral Health Center. I'm very passionate about working with children with special needs. I'm here so that I can educate myself more regarding children with special needs, including Down syndrome, because I want to contribute into making life better for them to improve their quality of life.
Raising my son with Down syndrome, it was not an easy way. So I'm here to represent other moms that have got children with disabilities, especially network parents. Network parents, it's a group of moms around South Africa, all 9 provinces of South Africa. We have met in a group that is called Network Parents. It's a platform for us where we share our challenges, our difficulties of raising children with disability. So Network Parents, it's all gathering of mom in terms of supporting one another. You know, we are learning from each other.
So for the last few years, I've been collaborating with the Global Brain Health Initiative, and together with Professor McClinchy, we have a common interest in Down syndrome. And given that in South Africa there are several GBHI and other Atlantic fellows, we thought that it would be a fantastic opportunity to come together and try to understand a bit better what the Down syndrome community felt, because there is a huge need to understand the situation of people with Down syndrome in Africa in general and South Africa in particular.
I'm a neurologist, and in neurology I look at brain health, how to keep the brain healthy, to reduce illness, but also because we need the brain to function well. I'm based in Johannesburg, and I'm also the co-founder of the Africa Brain Health Network. The Africa Brain Health Network is actually a group of people from across the continent, literally from Lesotho to Egypt, Kenya to Congo, with people dedicated to supporting brain health. We have medical doctors like me. We also have researchers, psychologists, social workers, activists, artists, poets. So it's a collective, and we're looking at how we actually support brain health in different ways on the continent.
I think a lot of it is a lack of knowledge. It's not something that is covered specifically in school. So you learn about disability in general, but you don't learn how to work with people in their context, in their home, in their environment. And oftentimes I think we overlook that they live in a family. So that it's not just the person with a disability, they live in a specific context, they come from a community. And those things all affect your outcomes. So I think oftentimes we forget that when we're doing therapy, it's not just about them being functional, it's about them being able to live a fruitful life. So I think one of the things that we oftentimes run into is that the community they're going back to is not supportive. They don't know what's happening, and it doesn't provide the opportunities that they need to be successful. The other thing that we run into, specific from Department of Health, is that there's a lot of initiatives, but it's done in isolation. So we need to collaborate more with one another, so we know what our sister departments are doing, and that we work as one government department and not just different little silos or little initiatives, that we work collectively to strengthen that services, so that we're not starting something and stopping and starting and stopping. And I think that's one of the biggest things, is that we don't speak to each other, that we need to get to know each other a bit more.
So I am a Global Atlantic Fellow and faculty member at the Global Brain Health Institute, and so together with other fellows from Health Equity, we decided that we wanted to put a program together looking at raising awareness of Down syndrome in South Africa. So for the last number of months we've been putting this day together and trying to really bring all stakeholders together to raise this issue. I thought it was a really fantastic day. I thought there was bringing all the different stakeholders together into a room to hear all the different perspectives, I think is always really powerful. Making sure that the voice of people with an intellectual disability is always included and is really central to the conversation, I think is essential and really adds a lot. So I thought the different perspectives and the different ideas that came up from bringing everyone together was very powerful.
So I was part of today's Imbizo engagement as part of the organizing team. We wanted to reflect on the experiences of persons with Down syndrome, trying to understand what social, economic and health supports they need to live a long and full life.
So I'm here today as part of the organizing committee. I guess this whole project started with me attending the Creative Brain Week in Ireland, and so this project was, initiated, and we're here to create awareness about Down syndrome and people with intellectual disabilities. I'm quite impressed. I'm happy that we were able to, put together quite a diverse group of stakeholders. I think the deliberations, the discussions were quite robust, and even the attitude of everybody that managed to come was really positive. And looking forward to taking this project to the next level.